I'm back. Rodrance for the Black and White Network, and here we go, folks. This might have been the goal all along, but it seems the BLM is coming to a school near you and most likely is already in your school. That's right. Now, you may be in Florida, you may be in Texas, and you're like, oh, no, we're good. Except if you got Democratic leadership in the particular county that you are in, you may still want to pay attention to this, okay? There are places in Texas where this could still be a thing. Travis County, I'm sure, Dallas County, Harris County. I mean, and look, this applies for everywhere in the country, but you get my point. You still have to pay attention to this. And it seems the BLM is sort of slipping under the covers like a coral snake, and in the middle of the night may bite your ass. Is it the coral snake that is the one that'll kill your ass quick? I think it is. Let's see. Red and yellow kill a fellow. Yeah, you get the point. Outrage mounts after BLM is moving into a nation to celebrate the BLM's Week of Action. Look at this. I mean, one concerned parent concerned that the BLM political movement has Trojan horsed their way into black education. Yikes. They've hijacked Black History Month. By the way, if there was a White History Month, that would be considered racist as hell. Just pointing that out. Schools across the nation celebrated Black Lives Matter Week of Action, which has sparked fierce condemnation from concerned parents. No shit. Quote, I'm very concerned about the Black Lives Matter political movement has Trojan horsed their way into black history education at Webster Elementary, one California father wrote to members of Santa Monica Malibu Unified School District in an email obtained by Fox News. BLM is divisive and radical fringe group that includes anti-American, anti-Israel, anti-Semitic, and racist propaganda. The father said parents in the school district were sent a message that the local school board approved celebrating, quote, BLM Week of Action for the second consecutive year and urged teachers and parents to implement the group's controversial, quote, 13 guiding principles. Now listen to this, folks. The guiding principles include calling for the, quote, disruption of the Western nuclear family dynamics. We talked about this on this channel many times before, back in the old days. If you are a husband and a wife, an actual straight male and female, heterosexual, either boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife situation, the BLM does not approve of your lifestyle. They do not. It's not part of their concepts. They don't believe there should be a mother, father, children, breadwinners. They don't like that sort of tradition. I mean, when a lot of your members want everything handed to them and or donated, that's what you get. Marxism, by the way. Concepts such as, quote, black villages, globalism, queer affirming anybody. Yeah, that's a thing. My wife just looked at me like, what the F? Quote, we are committed to disrupting. I mean, look, listen. We are committed to disrupting the Western prescribed nuclear family structure requirement by supporting each other as extended families and villages that collectively care for one another and especially our children to the degree that mothers, parents, and children are comfortable. According to the website, quote, BLM at school. This is their way of saying you don't have to take care of your own kids. Somebody else can do it for you. Should anybody other than yourself be parenting your children? Not a chance in the pit of hell am I going to let that happen. The California dad fired back at the school's district plan to celebrate the week, arguing that Black Lives Matter is, quote, unequivocally a racist political movement that goes against many of our family values. That is a true statement. We are not a racist family. We are a Jewish family. Well, they hate you then. We are a family of immigrants that came from Poland, Greece, Russia, and Spain, he wrote in an email to SMMUSD school board members. Both of our daughters' great-grandfathers fought fascism in WW2. Our family has been in the Holocaust, pogroms, Punic genocide, and further back, the Spanish Inquisition. We strongly support Israel. BLM is unequivocally a racist political movement that is against many of our family values. I am not going to allow this group of pretenders to have any part in my child's education. I'm hoping that the information I received is untrue. The week of action started last Monday in several schools stretching from Washington State to Massachusetts, with schools teaching, quote, guiding principles and implementing activist-based curriculum. It's time for you to get mad, parents. In Georgia's DeKalb County, for example, students as young as kindergarten were offered a lesson titled, quote, looking at race and racial identity in children's books. Again, it's time for you to get pissed off, parents. While another titled The Truth About Voting. Huh. Really? Kindergarten. All right. Aimed to teach children some common myths about voting today and have students think, quote, though who these myths might benefit. Interesting. The district is also hosted a speaker who charged with, quote, family violence last year in a case pending. Think about that. This Georgia school district that's teaching all this in DeKalb County brought in a speaker that was charged with family violence. Critics of BLM, which was co-founded by a self-described trained Marxist, we've all seen that video, slammed schools that celebrated the week, calling BLM divisive and antichrist. That's about right. Quote, I know it's antichrist. Former NFL player Jack Brewer told America's Newsroom last week. Yeah, he's very outspoken against the BLM. Quote, I mean, the doctrine that they're teaching these children right now is sad, Brewer added. And to think that you're going to talk about the destruction of family, you're going to promote broken values in families, you're going against all the things we as Americans hold true. Look, and we can talk about specifically the black community here. The last thing the black community needs is an organization that gives a pass to not having fathers in the home. I mean, that's the all-out assault that should, from a political active, if you want activist people to get out there and actually promote something that is valuable, you need to figure out how to keep black fathers in the home, get black fathers and black families back to church, away from these kind of values. And the fact is, the number one thing that would fight crime, get up off your ass and go to work. That's a little tough language. Plain and simple, okay? If you're making money, you're going to work, you stay out of trouble. That's just a fact. There shouldn't be other people taking care of your children anyway. Black fathers have got to stay at home. Okay? I know they're making weed legal in a lot of places. I get that. Quit fucking smoking it and go to work. Okay? That also crosses over into every other color that there is as well. All right? Words of wisdom there. Let's just peel back the layers. We're not here to sugarcoat anything. All right? That's not my style. I'm not going to. Get out. Figure out. Get closer to God. The BLM can't stand Christ. Okay? So that is how you fight back. That's what's happening. This country was built on those principles, and they're pulling that away. Even if you're not a believer, you can still take those values and principles and apply them to your life. That's fine, and a lot of people do just that. Guys, this is infiltrating a school near you. Okay? I think where we're all headed, and look, we did a lot to try to get our kids back in school with the COVID. I get that. We absolutely did. But there's going to end up being reasons to pull them back out. All right? We fully believe at some point, homeschooling is probably going to be a thing. That's just plain and simple, and it's because of principles like this right here that are coming in the back direction of your school hallways and going to end up in the classroom. All right, you're going to look up, and a snake is going to be teaching the class. All right, and you got to remember, even if they don't have an official curriculum, you got to look at the political allegiances of some of the teachers, the individual teachers. All right, if they agree with a lot of this radical crap, even in small town Texas or somewhere like that, they will be dropping these nuggets to your children. Understand that. That's a thing. Tell me what you think, Black and White Network fans. Look, just a little something to raise awareness. Okay? My God, figure out how to keep parents, the fathers, at home, out of jail, and working. I mean, Jesus. Peace. I'm out.